Okay, today we're going to be doing Mod 1 Lesson 4, and we're going to use what we learned yesterday. Alright, in class we came up with a way to remember our metric units. And what the saying is, King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. And this one stands for kilo, which is 1,000. The unit we're going to be dealing with is meter. And then we have centimeters, which are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. And there's millimeters, which is 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter. Now, what we do is we take a look at this, and you use this little chart to determine whether you're multiplying or dividing. If you're going to the right, that is multiply. If you're going to the left, that is dividing. Now let's take the example on number 2 up here. It says 2 meters equals 200 centimeters. Okay, but if we wanted to solve what 2 meters was, I would go to, I know I'm at meter, and I'm going to centimeters, which is right here. And that's 2 spots away. So that would be 2 meters times 10 to the second, because 2 positions would be 10 to the second. And we knew 10 to the second is equal to 100, so 2 meters times 100 would equal 200 centimeters. For the second one, it says 108 centimeters to meters. So on this one, we're going from centimeters here over to meters. So we're going from right to left, which is division. So I'd have 108 centimeters, and we're dividing, and it's 2 positions from centimeters to meters, so it'd be 10 to the second. So you have 108 divided by 100, which we know that would cause the decimal place to move 2 positions to the left, which would be 1.08 meters. Okay, number C. We have 2.49 meters, and we're going to centimeters. So we're going from left to right, so we know we're going to multiply. So over here I'm going to put 2.49 times. Now I got to figure out the distance from meters to centimeters. Once again, is 2 positions. So that's going to be 10 to the second. So 2.49 times 10 to the second, which equals 100. The decimal place is going to move 2 positions to the right. So we have 249 centimeters. Next one, 50 centimeters. We have 50 centimeters. And we're going to be going to meters, which is going to take us from right to left, which is division. 2 positions, 10 to the second. So 50 centimeters divided by 10 to the second, which is 100. So decimal place is going to move 2 positions to the left. So we'll end up with 0.5 centimeters. Excuse me, meters. Take that centimeter out of there. E. They've already done for us, but it was 6.3 meters. Multiplication, because we're going from meters to centimeters. And it's 10 to the second, 2 positions. So it'd be times 100. So that's what position was 1, 2, and you ended up with 630 centimeters. Our last one, we have 7 centimeters. We want to go to meters, so we have 7 centimeters. And we're going from centimeters to meters, so that's going to be a division problem. And it's 2 positions, so that's 10 to the second, which is 100. So if I take 7 centimeters, and I've got my decimal there, and I have to move 2 positions, 1, 2. So that would be equal to 0.0. Okay, let's go ahead and put our chart on the bottom again. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. I like putting a millimeter, centimeter, meter, and kilo down here, so I can just keep track of it. And I like to always put my reminders. If I'm going from left to right, that's multiplication. If I'm going from right to left, that's division. Got my S. Now starting up at top, we have 4 meters, and we're going to millimeters. So 4 meters. Now going from meters to millimeters, that is going from left to right, which is multiplication, because I'm going from a larger unit to a smaller unit. And it's 3 positions this time. So 3 positions is going to be 10 to the third. Well, we know that means 1,000. So 4 meters times 1,000 would give us 4,000 millimeters. Next one, 1.7 meters going to millimeters, same type of unit. So I have 1.7 meters times, so we know once again from meters to millimeters is 3 positions, so it's 10 to the third. So I'm going to move that decimal 3 positions, making it larger, 1, 2, 3. I have to put in my placeholders, so we'd end up with 1,700 millimeters. Next one, 1,050 millimeters. Now we're going from a smaller unit to a larger one, from right to left, so it's going to be division. And we're going from millimeters to meters, which is 3 positions, so it's going to be 10 to the third. So when I have 1,050, I have my decimal here, we're dividing by 3, so we're going to by 10 to the third, so we're going to go 3 positions. Some of that equal 1.05 meters. D, 65 millimeters. We're going from millimeters to meters, which is from right to left, so we know that's going to be division. It is 3 positions, so we know that's divided by 10 to the third. So we'd end up moving our decimal 1, 2, 3 positions, and putting a 0 in there, so we end up with 0.065 meters. 4.92 meters. And we're going from meters to millimeters, so that's going to be multiplication. So going from left to right. And it's 3 positions, so we're going to be 10 to the third. When we move this 3 positions, 1, 2, and our third one, so we're going to end up with 4,920 meters. On F, we have 3 millimeters. We're going to be going to meters, which is right to left, so we're going to be dividing. And it's 3 positions, so it's going to be 10 to the third. Now I'll put my decimal in there at the end of the whole number. 1, 2, 3. I like drawing that big decimal so we can tell where we moved it to. And we have 0.003 meters. Number 3, read each aloud as you write the equivalent measures. Write the equation with an exponent you might use to convert. So the first one here, we can see they've done for us. It was 2.6, and let's go ahead and do the King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. And we know this is going to be millimeter, centimeter, meter, and kilometer. And I'm going to put them up here this time. I know going from in this direction, that's multiply. Going this direction is division. So we're going from meter to millimeter, so that's going to be our multiply. So that's why they multiplied. And we know that's 1, 2, 3 positions, so they multiplied by 10 to the third. So that equaled 2,638 millimeters. Now the next one, 7 centimeters. And they want us to go to millimeters. So we're going centimeters to meters, which is right to left, so that's going to be division. And centimeters to meters is 2 positions away, so it's going to be 10 to the second. So we know we're going to move it to the left 2 positions, so we'll end up with 0.07 meters. Because if you see it, we start here, we go 1, 2 positions, and put in our placeholder. On C, we have 39 millimeters, and we're going to meters. So we're going from millimeters to meters again, so we're going right to left, which is still division. And we're going 1, 2, 3 positions, so that's 10 to the third. Now let's come back over here. If I'm going to move it 3 positions, I'm going to divide, and so I have to move to the left. 1, 2, 3 positions. put in my placeholder. So that'd be 0.039 meters. On D, 0.08 meters, and we're going to millimeters. So we're starting here this time, and we're going this direction. So we can see that's multiply. So we're going to multiply meters to millimeters is 10 to the third. So we move our decimal 3 positions, 1, 2, and 3. Put our decimal in there. So we'll end up with 80 millimeters. Our last one, 0.005. We're going from meters to centimeters. So that's a multiplication going left to right. And the difference between meters and centimeters is 2. So it's going to be 10 to the second. So we come back over here, and we know we're going to go 1, 2. So we end up with 0.5 centimeters. Yi Ting's height is 1.49 meters. Express the measurement in millimeters. Okay, so I'm going to do my King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. That's millimeter, centimeter, meter, and kilometer. Now it says here he has 1.49 meters and equals blank millimeters. So I know I'm starting at millimeters. Meters, I mean I'm going to millimeters. I know going from left to right is multiplication. I'm going from a larger to smaller. So I had 1.49 meters times. Now I got to figure out how many place values we're going to move. We're going 1, 2, 3 place values from meters to millimeters. So that's going to be times 10 to the third, which equals. Now I go 1.49. I know when I'm multiplying it's going to get larger. So that's 1, 2, 3 positions. So it would end up with 1,490 millimeters. On 5, a ladybug's length measures 2 centimeters. Express this measurement in meters. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. Millimeter, centimeter, kilometer, and our meter. Says we're at centimeter right here. And we're going to meter. I know going from right to left is division. So I got 2 centimeters divided by, it's 2 positions, so that's 10 to the second. So I have my 2 centimeters, put it in there, and I'm going to move it 2 place values. 1, 2. So that equals 0.02 meters. There's our answer. Number 6, a length of sticky note measures 77 millimeters. Express the unit in meters. Explain your thinking using equation, exponent, or with an exponent in your explanation. Okay, King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. Millimeter, centimeter, kilometer, and meter. Now, we have 77 millimeters, and we want to change that to meters. Well, we're going millimeters to meters. I know going from right to left is division because I'm going from smaller to a larger unit. So I can go 77 millimeters divided, and it's 1, 2, 3 positions away. So now that's 10 to the third. So now if I go 77, put my decimal point in there, move it 3 positions. 1, 2, 3. I move to the left because it's dividing. So that equals 0.077 meters. All right, I hope this little chart helps you with metric measurement. If you master this, you're going to be doing great because we have meters, liters, and one other measurement I can't think right now. Meters, liters, and grams, which we're using the same exact strategy to solve.